Afraid receiving the energies of the universe will crush your bones? You are not alone. You are not alone. I had to say that because it rhymes. Hello, I'm Trip. This is Real Nature Trip. And we doing some tarot and love and light up in this channel. And this brings us to today's sponsor. Cheddar Cheese Crystal. Cheddar Cheese Crystal. Let's talk about it. Some of the qualities, unique properties, it slows down the energies that come in. It kind of makes it more manageable. Plus there's trace amounts of calcium in here that help support bones, healthy, strong bones, and it's delicious. Please consult your doctor before ingesting any crystals. Okay, that's a warning. That gag took me so long to think about. It had to be done today. That's a clue that it had to be done today about what I'm doing with this channel. No, a gag I'm doing on this channel. What I'm doing with this channel is I'm doing tarot to send love your way, to receive love back. Speaking of, think of me as a little street performer person doing some tarot or some sort of entertainment for you. And, you know, if you walk by and you drop a little like, that's like $5 to me. That feels like $5. And every like feels like $5. And people who subscribe, that feels like, oh, these are the people who, you know where I'm gonna be on whatever day. And they're gonna come by and, and that feels like, that's really cool. That, yeah. And then comments though, that is like $100. That is $100. And it's great. It's so enriching, especially like a heartfelt comment, like a heartfelt comment. I mean, actually the comment is worth the energy you put into it. Yeah, because there might be a comment that is life-changing. That could be worth millions. And then there's, I haven't had any, but I heard that people might comment negatively, but I'm okay with it. I understand what it's for and whatever. Anyway, what was my point? We're doing some tarot. I have a very, very, very cool message, but I'm not going to do it until the end because it's not related to tarot. It's just related to spiritual growth and stuff. And I know some people are here just for the cards, man. They handle the dumb gags, and the cheesy things I do. Confirmation eat. But they, some people just want some cards. So we're gonna do that. I'll talk a little bit about what's going on, but at the end, I've got a message that came through, and yeah. So what we're gonna do though is I'm gonna cut this deck. This is gonna be a pocket card because I'm wearing my really nice shirt, my dress-up shirt, and I'm gonna put this pocket card in my pocket. And we'll pull it later after the reading and see what this card was up to. So let's put this out of the way. After 2 days, did I say? Oh no, I can't talk about that yet. Anyway, so let's get to some cards, right? Oh yeah. Let's get to some cards. I think I'm ready. I had to take notes because I wanted to do that little gag and I needed to say the words correctly in the right order. And that's a hint. That's a hint to you. Anyway, so now we got the real classic tarot deck. Man, eating that CCC crystal. Ooh, you know how we always do in numbers like, oh, it's 111 or 222 or whatever. This is CCC, Cheddar Cheese Crystal. We don't do letters very often. What does triple C's mean? You've sailed 3/7 of the world. You really see? I. That's 3I. No, that's an atlas. Never mind. Okay, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Spirit, now that we're not messing around, please use this channel as a vessel to send positive, lovely, helpful messages, support, to me, my other me over here. To us we's, us I's. Because you are me, and I am you, and we are all us. Wait, we're all one, baby. We're all one. All right, Spirit. Oh, Spirit. Okay. That became a thing. King of Swords. See, I don't know where this message is going. Page of Pentacles and a Three of Pentacles. Interesting, interesting. Two royals, two spirituals, and one, you know, minor, you know, regular life, earthly life card. So what I like to look at when I put out three cards, bang, 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 I look at the center card. That kind of is the main energy, and then the other two cards usually are the surrounding energy. Sometimes it's a timeline to me, you know, but this one pops out big and bright. This is the center energy. Page of Pentacles. I love the pages because they're all about discovery, you know, and investigating and just learning the world through, I think, a new set of eyes, like an elevated set of eyes, a set of eyes that has shifted into understanding more of reality, whatever, you know. And you've got the King of Swords on one side supporting it, and that is like strong thoughts, like powerful thoughts, but like not the kind of thoughts that eat away at you. Like this is a person that is seated and comfortable and in control of their thoughts. And on the other side, we've got, and that's this, and on the other side, we've got this Three of Pentacles, which is this cooperative whatever. And here's where I'm going to go with this, and I'm going to go super woo-woo with it. This isn't about a little 3 people task at work, you know, like, oh yeah, let's form a committee. This is shouting at me. Mind, body, soul. Mind, body, spirit. Whatever you want to say. This is the YMCA card today. Mind, body, spirit. Hold on. Cheese break. I should have never done this gag. Cheese. I mean, what am I going to do? Ham next? You know? No ham. So this is telling me you've conquered your mind. You're conquering your mind. Like you know where you're going with your mind. You know the little bugaboos that get in there and mess with you. You understand what they are. You understand they're not. I don't like to say, oh, they're not real, because they come from somewhere. They come from this earthly realm that we're part of. You know, we're this sea that we're in. We're jellyfishing. Okay. The power of the crystal is within me. Calm it down, baby. Calm it down. Maybe cheese doesn't work like I thought. I thought it was supposed to calm down those energies. But so this card to me today is telling me that you're the relationship of your mind, body, and spirit. The walls between it are thinning. You know, they're not brick walls. They're like those rice paper walls maybe sometimes, and you can see through them, and maybe you can open them, slide them open real easy, and really you can just put your hand right through. And this is something that you're starting to realize, or recently have totally realized, or it's just about to come, like understanding. And here's one of the problems I had when I first started like being dropped into this spiritual whatever. I almost felt like body and spirit were separate, you know, like body and mind was one thing. This is my mammal that I live in. I heard people call it a meat suit or a space suit or whatever, but it is one thing. I mean, we are one thing. And I feel like you gotta love it. You gotta love your body. You gotta love your crazy mind, you know, and your spirit. And they start to work together when you start to let them. and that's what you're doing. You're discovering this. You're discovering this, and you did it through a hard mental process. Like there was a lot of thinking going on, right? A lot of thinking to get to this cooperation of yourself. Are we done? Is that the message? Because that's that message is that 3 cards right there is a standalone. Yeah, Spirit, thank you for this beautiful. I love this for you. That's what they always say. I love this for you. I love this for you. Slow down, baby. I do feel an upsurge of energy like crazy. It's not the cheese. It's not the cheese. It's you. And that's going to explain a lot when I talk about the stuff at the end. And I'm not going to rush the cards because, come on, we're here for some cards, man. Queen of Wands, King of Wands, and the Fool. What a beautiful marriage. What a beautiful marriage. I feel like you're starting a new journey, but fully, like, look at where you're coming from. Look at where you're coming from. These ideas that bring people to you and you to them, like, there's a flow of ideas coming in and out. And that is part of the message at the end too. There is a flow. There is a flow coming in and out. And I love this for you. The marriage part. Come on. Where's my confirmation burp? Hold on. I gotta get more air than water. Oh, good thing I wore this shirt. It's like a napkin and a shirt. It's so soft. It is so soft. But yeah, sorry. See, this energy is swinging up and down in me. It is insane in a good way, in a fun way. But yeah, I feel like I still got water on my face. This marriage. There is a marriage. Are you getting married? Are you coming into union with somebody? I feel like this is a marriage within, but there might be a marriage without. And that explains a fool's journey in more ways than one if you've been married. It is the fool's journey. I mean, marriage is the perfect fool's journey because you go in just la-di-da, right? But the marriage is within you that we're talking about. And things are coming together. Things are coming together. But you're going to be on a new fool's journey. But yeah, it's a shifted, elevated journey. It's a beautiful one. Oh man. And very attractive. Let's use the word attractive. It just popped right up. Attractive. Thank you, Spirit. Before I did this reading, I felt the need to cozy myself, surround myself. I've got fire. I've got water. I've got swords. I've got some earth and pentacles. You've seen these before. But I brought my whole big thing of pentacles. Change. Is that significant? Pentacle. Oh my God, this is that. I hear they're not making pennies anymore. So are these going to become valuable or not valuable? I don't know. All right, let's get back to the cards. Why did I need to tell you about the earth, wind, and fire and pentacles? Why did I bring that up, Spirit? Why did I bring that up? The Star. 10 of Pentacles, or Cups. And the Hermit. Let's talk energy. Let's get back to energy. The Star. The energy of the Star. Right? What do we got here? It's peaceful. It's the quiet after the storm. It's things coming back into balance. It's getting back in touch with nature. It's cute little bikinis made by Trip. I think I forgot the strap that goes to her back. That's just a lay-on bikini. Well, never mind. Let's not talk about that. Oh man, plants and animals and stars and moons. No moons. And on the other side of this 3 is the Hermit. What do we got? The energy here. It's someone that's had to go within, slow things down for themselves. This is where we're talking about energy. I feel like this is perfectly themed out for what I have to say. Because if I was apologizing, the thing I'm going to say at the end is almost an apology, but I'm not apologizing for it. But it's an explanation. It's a delve into what's going on with us. And the hermit here, he's got that quiet inner energy. He's got the light. This is an inner light he's working on. There's an outer light that's coming. And in the middle, we've got the Ten of Cups, which is pretty joyous looking, right? It's joyous looking, and it's surrounded by kind of a quiet and peaceful thing, inner and outer. Excuse me. Confirmation burp. See, I knew it. I knew. Sorry, that was as cheesy as the crystal. I love you. Did I say that already? I'm Real Nature Trip. I am Trip. What am I? Who am I? I don't know. What's a name? Names. What time is it? What is time? Come on. This is just constructs, man. But I do love you because I accept you and I accept the journey you're on. And really, your journey, it's big. It's big. It's big. It's big. Where am I? Oh, I'm still doing the reading. All right. Spirit, anything else to clarify this? Two of Wands. We're talking about a big opportunity coming. Okay, interesting. Four of Pentacles in reverse. And the Two of Cups. Four of Pentacles in reverse. So something cool about these twos. So maybe on Groundhog Day, February 2nd, 2-2, something coming. I feel very interested in Groundhog Day this year, 2-2, because it's going to be a 2-2-2 when you write the date. I don't know. But what is this? Okay, Four of Pentacles. He's usually hanging on tight. And he's in reverse. And so one way is just letting it go. That's always a thing, right? That we're always letting go of something. Oh, man. It's this is the hard one. Are you ready? It's saying let go of this earthly stuff. The stuff that's got you've got, right? The stuff that's tying you up, you're tied onto. So if it's money, and I'm guilty of some money, like I have not been working, and so I've been miserly with money, trying to like stretch out this period of time, and I've stretched it out as long as I really need, but I still got more time. Sorry, I didn't mean to brag and put that in your face, but I've also, by doing that, I'm like cutting off flow in a way. If you're holding on to people because they make you comfortable, like, okay, they make me, I'm comfortable in this because it's not letting you expand. All of it, it's all about comfort. Thank you, Spirit. Renee from True Path. Wait, which one is her title? Anyway, her name is Renee, a serene Canadian, probably close to my age. The hair is a giveaway, the skin and the hair gives us away. She'll say, and then she'll say what Spirit, like it's delicious. She's so serene. Not the energy I'm putting out right now. But this letting go of things just because they're comfortable, it's going to bring in opportunities. Look at the opportunity. I mean, look at the variety, the range. In just two pictures of twos, there's a big range of opportunity. And it really is just letting it go. And you know what you got to let go of. I'll give you an example of me, because I love me, obviously. As an insecure, chubby kid, weight became an issue, before sports and lengthening out and doing whatever. And then, but it stayed an issue, right? Body dysmorphia, body dysmorphia, all that stuff. Especially if you stick around athletics and you're around athletic people and you do the comparison stuff and people say stuff, and if you aren't like jacked and ripped as a guy, people would be like, oh, you got a muffin top or whatever, whatever. Why did I say that? Oh, so I would get obsessed with losing weight from time to time, you know, and do this hard charging thing, abuse myself, bully my body, you know, walk and run and lift and do whatever, and not feed it, you know, and just like starve it, and get on the scale and just like every number every day, like it meant so much. And even though it's just water coming in and out, you know, you're losing weight if you're doing all these things, but water's coming in and out. But you're just like, that number means something, and I'm a terrible person, and I'm yucky, and I'm amazing. Look at me, I'm so amazing. Or even if you're just like, okay, the number doesn't matter, but the trend does. Well, the trend is going up. That's terrible. I'm a terrible person. The trend is going down. I'm awesome. You know, things. I should write a book about how awesome I am. That's where I go. That's where I go. That's my thing that I gotta let go. So I don't get on the scale. I haven't been on the scale for a long time, but I kind of know what I weigh because of the pinch test. So I do a little pinch test in the morning, and you know, when I'm interested in it, whatever. Yeah. But I've had to let the scale go. I have to let watching the numbers on YouTube. I have to let it go. The comments now, that's my pinch test. Like, oh, that's exciting, right? Like, oh, that feels different. The comments, though. I'm not trying to encourage you to comment. Yes, I am. So letting go of some I don't feel like you are unhealthy anymore. Like, I feel like you've conquered the biggies, you know, like the biggies. And now it's just letting go of some of the habits, the unhealthier habits, like checking your weight every day, you know, checking your numbers, you know, and getting tied into them and letting them rule your life. And so, yeah, there's something there. There's something there about letting it go to receive opportunities and to see the opportunities. This guy is looking, and, you know, he's got the whole world in his hands, but he can see vast areas. And there's a looking out, and there's a coming together. And yeah, it's like, isn't that the everything from look at that, that lines up with the sun, or the stars, sorry, I always do that. And that's the outer world is calming down, and the outer world is coming to you. And then the hermit is the inner journey, and then like an innerness is coming to you. And I don't know if that's a person. I don't know if that's your relationship with your spirit, you know, you and spirit or whatever, God. Let's talk about it. The creator, the universe. Yeah. All right. Quick last message on this, because I got a story to tell. No. We're done with these cards. It's time to check the card. Remember, we put a card in here, and we're gonna see if that sums it up. What? Oh, it's a miracle. It changed in my pocket. Just kidding. I had it already. I did this. What was that card, by the way? Ooh, 5 of diamonds. 5 is change. Diamonds is money. Maybe you'll be coming into some money. Anyway, that's besides the point. Let's read what. Oh no, we gotta keep that on. I forgot I haven't showered today, but I just got warm. Whew. That was almost a disaster. All right, are you ready for this last message of the reading before I talk about the weird stuff? Okay, this is Diamond Tiger of the Black Moon. Oh, and we got full moon today. This is January 3rd. We've got full moon coming. And the theme of this is second chances bring success. Oh, the number is 37, which breaks down to a 10, which is the conclusion, which is also the start of a new journey, baby. It's a 1. It's a 1. It's a 10. What's the difference? A 0. Being whole. Okay. Goofball. Are you ready to read this? Look at big old tiger. Big old third eye tiger. Moon, 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 moon. We're just missing the full moon, which we brought to the party. Okay, are you ready? Would you just settle down? A cycle of repeated struggle is coming to a complete and final close. The past is not a barometer of what is possible, only of what has been. After a previous failure, there will be an irreversible and positive outcome. Your soul is on the diamond path of spirituality. Diamond path. I hope I have shoes on because they're sharp. At a higher level, the challenges you engage with are helping you self actualize. And that's what we're talking about after this. You have the courage and power needed for brilliant success. Greater dignity and strength reside in your heart. You have the determination necessary to attain your heart's desires. Believe in yourself. The fulfillment, once so elusive, shall soon come into reach. Thank you, Tiger. He looked like he had green eyes for a second. Well, that concludes the reading part. And now I want to talk about the other stuff. So if you were here and you were here for the reading and you got what you needed and you had a little good time as we did it, thank you for coming. I do love you. And yeah, drop me a like. That's $5 for me in my mind. And you know, if you subscribe, then I feel like subscribe brings the tribe together. And if you comment, boy, that's worth your energy. I'll feel it. I'll feel it. Yeah. So this could be the full moon that's in my energy, or the ramping up of, I don't know. But let's talk about this. I want to start with a dunk tank. You all know what a dunk tank is from the fair, from fundraisers at your high school, whatever. There's, you know, your principal sits in the thing and you throw a ball at the target and it hits it and it boom, drops them. I feel like I didn't realize I was sitting on the dunk tank thing. I was probably dancing around on the little plank, just living life, doing my thing. And I got dunked. I got dunked into this spiritual world. Hit me by surprise, hit me like a ton of bricks. And you know, that was just over a year ago. It depends on which dunking we're talking about. But on New Year's Eve, I felt like I was dunked again. And here's how it happened. Can I tell you how it happened? Gratitude was the baseball or the softball that dunked me. It hit my target. So recently we've been talking about gratitude, and I take what we say serious, except for the dumb things I say, which I don't take serious, which I hope you don't take serious because I say a lot of dumb things. So, but where was I? Oh, so gratitude. Yeah, I have been revisiting gratitude because I've taken it for granted and kind of forgotten. And I reached back in to be like, it kind of puts you in awe. You know, enough gratitude puts you in awe. And yeah, and I like that feeling. I like that awe feeling. Well, on New Year's Eve, middle of the day, so it wasn't evening, it was New Year's Eve day, and I was gonna go to a friend's house to do a bunko party, New Year's Eve bunko party, which some of you might be familiar with. I was not familiar with it until last year, and now it's super fun. Easy, brainless activity, surprises. And I almost thought I was going to have to cancel going. And these are beautiful people that I wouldn't have wanted to cancel on because I was in such a state that I didn't know if I could recover and be around people physically, because this is what happened. So I'm walking into this room and there's sunlight outside, you know, and right now it's kind of rare. We're kind of in a little snow globe without the snow, a fog globe. And there was someone commented about, you know, I said something about not doing much this last year. I meant, you know, actually doing things. And she said, I think it was a she, said, I bet if you make a list, you'll realize you did a lot. And I did some actual physical things. I did a season of coaching and I made some things and I really worked on my outside, you know, I cut down some stuff and whatever, runs to the dump, But this was the biggest year of my life doing internal work and figuring out how to love myself, and that I do love myself. I'm worthy and lovable, just like you. And then it's been layer upon layer of like, you know, that's been the core. And then it's like, as I've been going forward, it's like, oh, there's another thing that, tries to stop me from loving myself, like, and I just am getting rid of them. And it's like, yeah. Anyway, so standing there thinking about all that I've done this year and kind of the gratitude for it, I had my eyes closed and the light from the sun gives me this nice yellow glow inside, sometimes more reddish depending, but it was a nice yellow glow. And all the emotions from all the different things wanted to be a part of my party, my glow party. And I let them all in as best I could. I let all the emotions of everything, like it was like a recap of all the emotions at once. And it was so energetic and so beautiful. And the light that I could see through my closed eyes just got brighter and brighter and brighter and glowing and glowing. And I was just like, I don't know where this is going, but I gotta live in this. I gotta be in this as long as it will be here for me. And gratitude kept pumping up, but and gratitude for all those emotions came in, and yeah, it was super, super wonderful. And I was super, super thankful for this life. And this is where it's going to get emotional, because a message came back, and it said, it didn't say because it wasn't words, but the message is that we are thanked as well for living, for doing this, and it was basically our Creator saying, thank you for doing this. Because we are living this experience for everybody, for the whole collective. Like, we are a blanket of experiencers that are experiencing all for the whole. I really can't explain how it all works, because I can't. I have ideas, like feelings and visuals, and I don't want to say them very specifically, because it might just be the way I need to see it, and we're all going to see it differently. But so maybe I'll just explain it, but with the caveat, or the condition that this is how I understand it. All right. And I understand it that, we say God is all knowing, but I feel like knowing comes through experience. And so we are experiencing for God all of the infinite possibilities at this level of life, at this earth life, which is all I really know, right? So there may be other lives, and there's a spectrum of life on earth, and that we can see with our eyes. From earth, that we can see, there's a spectrum of life. But yeah, I don't know, this is getting super woo-woo, but it feels like our job. Let's tell a story. I'll personify all the spirit just to make it sound like easier to explain, like a movie. So God is sitting there and saying, hey, we need to experience all this stuff, and you volunteered to live your life. You're like, hey, I'll do you a favor, I'll live this life over here. And it's a tough one. God's like, you want to do that for us? You do that for us? Well, thank you. And so coming here and living it is for everyone. Oh, that's big. That's big to me. And everyone knows it's hard. And so there are some people that have signed up for such a hard one that it doesn't last too long. You hear that live fast, die young thing. Oh man. And people are trying to get through this in all kinds of ways, and that's just the experience. And then I wrote down another quote. Where is it? And then this is the quote that came in after that being alive is a selfless act. Okay, that's it. I love you. I gotta go. We'll do it again when I'm not swung this far over to the pendulum. That's okay. Yeah, my pendulum is swinging. My pendulum is swinging so hard from the super light and spiritual to the goofy here on earth, and tarot is my little way to send it your way. And whew, okay, I'm back under control. It's the cheese. It's slowing it down. Ah, thank goodness. Oh man. All right. Longer message. I hope it was beneficial to you. It was beneficial to me, and I do love you, and I'll talk to you later.